Hey, what's up guys? It's Miro Salim here and thank you for hopping on this video. Now today I got something very special, okay? I've been away for a while on YouTube, but I thought I'm gonna do a comeback with something huge for you. And so I'm currently in my office here in Stockholm, Sweden. And so I have a video for you about Facebook ads and targeting that is out of this world, okay? It's next level stuff that you won't find anywhere else on YouTube. If you find this kind of content on internet, please just email me and I'll give you $100. I will personally PayPal you $100 if you can find something like this online at this level. Now, so this video is going to show you how the Facebook targeting works, right? Like why you launch ads and they work for like, I don't know, 1 day, 2 day, 1 week, then they die, okay? They just die and they crash like an avalanche. And I'm gonna teach you how to get around that and how to be able to get consistent results with your ads, so that not only so that not your ads are only working for 10 days or 2 weeks, but they're actually working for like months. Okay, I've had the same ad running for me for like 3 months now, and it's constantly getting leads. Okay, it's pumping in leads for me on a monthly basis, while most people's ads are like dying after a week. Okay, so this video is gonna be, it's a private video from one of my consulting calls with our clients at Next Generation Marketing. And so it is, like I said, for my paid mentorship students and our clients, but I'm gonna show this recording to you as like a thank you and as a comeback. So guys, without any further ado, watch this video. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna, really change the way you look at your business and hopefully take you to that next level. So I'll see you on the other side. Peace out. Now, I thought I'm gonna show you how the Facebook targeting works. And maybe you know this, maybe you don't know this, but actually, I don't know. I feel like it's taken me roughly like $80,000 in ad spend to realize this, and hopefully I can help you realize this without $80,000 in ad spend. Now, with this 2 million audience, when you run ads towards this audience, what newbies or noobs think, what one thinks is that Facebook is going to show your ad to the 2 million people if you pay Facebook enough, right? Like, let's say you run the ad for $10 a day. The normal people, or a normal person that has just started running ads on Facebook is gonna think that, all right, Facebook is gonna, this 1% lookalike, for example, of 2 million people, that's a great audience. So I basically have 2 million people that are gonna buy my product, or that Facebook thinks is a good fit. So 2 million people, that's a huge audience. But what most people don't know is that what Facebook does, guys, is that they look for what I call fractal patterns of people they think are highly, most likely to convert. Now, let me explain this in easier terms. What Facebook does is that within this 2 million people audience, they find a segment of this audience that they think are going to be more likely to purchase your products or services. So out of this 2 million people audience, it doesn't matter if it's 2, 10, 20 million, they're going to cut a piece of this audience, like this green one here, and be like, okay, for business X, we think these people within this audience are the ones that are most likely to purchase. Then what Facebook is going to do is that it's going to start showing your ads to these people. So when you're running this ad towards this 2 million people audience, let's say you're running like Sebastian, he's running ads for a fashion store, right? They're selling clothes. So you're thinking that your ad is going to eventually show to 2 million people, but after a month, your ad has only shown for like, it's only been shown to like, let's say 80,000 people, right? 80,000 people. And the first month was great, right? You were getting great results. You were like, shit, all right, the first month is, it's over. We've been getting killer amount of sales. Our return on ad spend is super high, and we've only reached 80,000 people out of our 2 million, our 2 million people audience. And you're super excited because you're thinking, oh, we got 2 million people left, right? Or we got, 1 million 920,000 people left to show our ads to, you know, are like, we're going to be millionaires. But the thing is, Facebook is not going to show your ad to the 2 million people audience, because what happens is that Facebook has something called a feedback loop. Is when they initially find these people within this audience for you that they think they're going to, you know, the people they think are going to convert. And the first month when you're running ads, when you've gotten, you know, let's say a lot of purchases, what Facebook is going to do is it's going to start showing the ad to these people again. All right. It's going to expand a little bit. All right. It's going to expand and make this one green slowly. Let me see if I can do that. It doesn't want to change, but it's gonna expand slowly and, you know, give you more green ones, but it's not gonna give you the 2 million people audience. So the goal of Facebook is finding converters for you within this audience. It's gonna do that, right? It did that here, and then the machine is gonna, you know, re-show the ad to the same people, because it's thinking, all right, we found people that bought the product. Let's just show it to these people again. And it's a vicious cycle. And that leads to you on the second month not getting any results. You know why? Because the frequency of your ad is going to go up. And this is exactly what happened to Sebastian. Now, if you feel like this is very complicated, let me tell you, let me try to describe it in simpler terms, right? So you have a 2 million people audience. Out of that 2 million people, Facebook is not going to show your ad to everyone. It's going to pick a slice of the pie, and it's going to only show your ad to those people that Facebook thinks are, you know, the one that are most likely to convert. And once it's find those people, and once it's exhausted that, right? Once everybody has bought within this small audience, Facebook is going to start, you know, opening up a few more. Like, just imagine these are turning green, like one more green, but it's going to be much, much slower, because Facebook thinks they've exhausted all of the potential buyers within this audience for you, but they're going to start showing this ad again to these people, right? Because the goal of the machine, if we think Facebook as a machine, was find converters for this business, this online business that are selling clothes. And then, all right, it found converters. Now let's find converters again. And all right, let's find more. So let's show the ad again to these people, right? It's a vicious cycle. And what happens, guys, when you show the ad to a person too many times, well, your frequency of the ad goes up. And a frequency of the ad means, you know, on average, the people in the audience has seen your ad, you know, too many times. And what happens when somebody has seen your ad too many times? Well, results are going to go down. Okay. Results are going to go down. Let me see if I can, no, I can't. Let me see if I can do this. All right, results are gonna go down, right? Because if everybody's seen your ad like 3 times within this audience, well, they're not gonna be they're not gonna be very excited about seeing your ad again, right? So these people are gonna re-see your ad too many times, frequency goes up, and your ad has died. Your audience has died, and you're experiencing ad fatigue. And I've realized this, you know, like I've realized what. And this has happened to me, right? It has happened to me and other, you know, other marketers out there, a lot of people. And what people start doing is that they start spending more money. They're like, all right, let's start scaling our ads, right? We got good results. Let's start scaling our ads. So they start spending more money on ads, thinking, all right, we got, you know, this amount of purchases the first month. If we start spending more, then maybe Facebook is gonna, you know, open up the audience. And, you know, usually that doesn't happen, and the whole thing just crashes. It crashes. Now, how can you work against this, right? As a marketer and as a business. Now, one way of doing it is to start spending more slowly, you know, with this audience, because what can happen is when you give Facebook more money, it starts to show your ad to more people within this audience, because Facebook usually, they understand that high frequency isn't the best thing, right? So what can happen is when you start spend more and you give them more money to work with and optimize for, they can open up other bits of the audience. But I haven't found that that's the best strategy, to spend more to open up more bits of the audience. What I found is, do something called sandboxing. All right. Now, sandboxing means, guys, playing around with different ads. So whatever you do, always have a different campaign called sandboxing campaign, where you are playing around with different audiences or different creatives. Because as soon as this starts happening, right, you've exhausted all of your purchases within this audience, and Facebook gets into this vicious cycle, and your frequency starts going up and your ads start dying, right? Because, ad fatigue and all that stuff. You've had a separate a separate campaign that you've been trying different creatives, different audiences. You've been sandboxing, like playing in the sandbox, trying different things out. And when this happens, you can take that winning ad, the winning thing that you found in the sandbox, and you can just put it into this audience, right? So let's say my sandboxing was, I tried a different creative with a new video, or 10 videos, and one worked really well. So when this starts happening, I just duplicate that one video that worked very well, and I put it into this, and I show it to this audience. And what can happen is, one, let's say Facebook doesn't even open more of this. It's going to open slowly. But what's going to happen is, even these that saw your initial ad and didn't purchase, they may be purchasing now, because you're showing them a different hook, a different video, a different ad that is proven, right? Because you've sandboxed it, you've tried it. It's not just something you created, right? You didn't just create it and insert it into this campaign. You didn't do that. You actually sandboxed it. And that's what I found is the best way to, work around this problem. Now, guys, let me know in the chat, was this too complicated, or do you understand what I'm saying? Is it too much theory? Awesome, guys. Awesome. Yeah, the sandboxing thing. All right, cool. Yeah, Johannes, sure. So what I mean by sandboxing is basically have a separate campaign, whatever campaigns you have. All right, let's just do, let me just bring this one here, and all right, so let me just go to, let's pretend like this. This is Facebook, right? We're in Facebook now. My internet is a bit messy, so I don't want to go to Facebook Business Manager currently. And we have 3 campaigns. One is cold. So these are my campaigns, right? Let's pretend that's my campaign. Let me just do this. So this is one of my campaigns: cold traffic, conversions, I don't know, lookalike 1%, right? That's one of my campaigns. I'm targeting my lookalike audience of 1%. And I have a second campaign called warm traffic, retargeting, add to cart. Sorry, view content. Everybody that, watched your product, for example. And the last one is hot traffic, retargeting, initiate checkout, add to cart. Yeah. All right. That's our hot traffic, hot retargeting. Now, so this is what you're running, right? So this is what you're running. Now, this one, the cold traffic campaign, that everything I've explained until now, with the 2 million people audience, it's the cold traffic, right? Like, you're not going to have a 2 million people retargeting audience. Chances of having that is very low. So what I mean by that is, you start running this conversion campaign towards that lookalike audience of 1%. The first month results are incredible, right? Because Facebook found these people and it exhausted them. Now, month 2, Facebook starts to re-show the ad to these people. It's gonna start making these green slowly. Let me see if I can make these one greens. Yeah, awesome. It's gonna slowly make these green, aka, expand your audience for, to show it to more people within the 2 million people audience, but it's slow. So what I'm trying to say is that frequency is gonna go up, right? The amount of times an ad shows to the people in the audience is higher than Facebook is opening up the audience and showing it to more people. So frequency goes up and the ad starts dying, right? It's dying because it's a thumb of rule, guys. When you have too high of a frequency, your people in your audience are going to get tired of your offer and they're not going to be very excited about it. And what I mean by sandboxing is that you have a separate campaign called sandbox cold traffic, right? Sandbox cold traffic. And within this sandbox campaign, guys, it's exactly like this one. It's towards cold traffic, new people. But within this one, you play around, all right? I want you to get filthy with your imagination. I want you to try everything you think can convert. I want you to try it. That's why we have sandboxing, to try our hypothesis, to try to find new ads. Because remember, guys, every campaign, every ad has a lifespan that is not very, very long. And if you don't have this, and month 1 results are great and you think it's going to be like that forever and ever, you are fooling yourself. Because month 2 or month 3 or 4, reality is going to catch up and your results are going to go away and it's going to be a disaster and you're going to be sitting there like a lame duck. Yo, what's up? Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments how you liked it. Please, if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumb up or even subscribe if you want me to upload more. I'd really appreciate that. And so I'm going to be uploading constantly and like roughly 1 to 2 times every week from now on. So I'm going to be having amazing content when it comes to business and primarily marketing and Facebook advertising and how you can scale your business. I promise you that this is going to be one of the biggest channels in the world when it comes to this topic. So why not be an early bird subscriber and join the family, and let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you next week. Peace out.